A groundbreaking expedition sets out today for a first glimpse of an important shipwreck off Canada's east coast. The Royal Canadian Geographical Society is headed to the wreck of legendary polar explorer Ernest Shackleton's final ship. The Quest was used for decades following his death, including by the Royal Canadian Navy during the Second World War, before sinking in the Labrador Sea in 1962. CBC News is the only Canadian media outlet aboard the research vessel taking part in the voyage to the wreck. And the CBC's Peter Cowan has more on the expedition from Woods Hole, Massachusetts. So, Peter, thank you for joining us. Tell us more about what's happening.
Well, we've only got about an hour or so before this ship leaves the dock here in Woods Hole, Massachusetts, and heads north for Canadian waters. They've just been doing some last-minute preparations, hoisting some things on board, all the supplies we'll need, because this is a 21-day mission. This is not a short little trip. It's going to take several days to go north just to reach the Quest. And it was 2 years ago that the Royal Canadian Geographical Society first pinpointed the location of Quest. But at that time, they only had sonar images. So we have a grainy little ship outline. No one has ever been down to see what that shipwreck looks like. And so that's the mission for this ship over the next couple of weeks. And for the Royal Canadian Geographical Society, this is a big deal.
This is without a doubt the most ambitious expedition we've ever organized. It's you can see it from the ship over my shoulder. The scale of the undertaking, the number of people involved. There's something like 50 people involved in the expedition. So it's a massive undertaking for us. It's a huge lift, but it tells a great story, and it ties Canada and two Canadian-related ships to the heroic age, which is, a remarkable, episode in human history.
And there is some cutting-edge technology that's being used in this expedition. Tell us a little bit more about that.
And in fact, it comes from Canada. Voyus is a company out of Waterloo, and they've made some of the digital imaging technology that they're going to use in order to capture images. In fact, they call it a digital twin. They will go down and completely map the shipwreck of Quest and also Terra Nova, which was the last shipwreck, or the last ship rather, that Scott used to explore the South Pole. And the idea is that they will create highly detailed images that people are able to use in order to explore these shipwrecks, because, these are hundreds of meters down. Not very many people are going to get the opportunity to actually explore it, but this technology will make that a whole lot easier.
The Labrador Sea, like you said, is quite treacherous. It's not the easiest place to do work in, especially with a robotic platform that can get pushed around, and it's tied to a vessel, which can also be moving at that time. So having the proper team in place is huge, but the technology that's going to give you as much information as you can get in real time, topside, so that you can make those real-time important decisions.
So lots of logistics and things to worry about for this expedition. Part of this will also include Alvin, one of the best known underwater submersibles. It took the first people down to the Titanic. It's on board this ship as well. They're planning to send people down to get those very first glimpses. So we'll have the high resolution digital pictures, but there's also an opportunity here for people to go down, see this wreck for themselves, and learn more about the last two great ships from the heroic age of exploration.
Peter, thank you for this. That's the CBC's Peter Cowan in Woods Hole, Massachusetts.